A baby, a secret, and a storm of emotions. What's really going on in Salem on July 2nd? The Wednesday, July 2nd, 2025 episode promises to shake Salem to its core with a series of shocking developments that blend raw emotion, secrets, heartbreak, and maybe even a little redemption. This isn't just another day in Salem, it's a day when lives are changed further. Sophia's secret labor, alone, afraid, and determined. For weeks, fans have been on edge. Sophia's pregnancy moved closer and closer to her due date. After a false alarm brought on by Braxton Hicks' contractions, viewers were left wondering, when would the real labor begin and what would Sophia do when it did? Well, the answer is here. The July 2nd episode delivers the moment so far and viewers have been waiting for. But this isn't your typical joyful delivery. Far from it. Sophia goes into labor at home completely alone. No family, no friends, no doctors, just her and the overwhelming intensity of childbirth in the silence of her own bedroom. She doesn't call Tate. She doesn't call an ambulance. She doesn't even leave a note. Instead, in a whirlwind of desperation and secrecy, she gives birth in complete isolation. Why? Because Sophia is hiding something far more complicated than labor pains. She's harboring a painful truth. She doesn't want anyone, especially Tate, to know about the baby until she's finalized an adoption. In her mind, if Tate finds out too soon, he might intervene and ruin everything. She fears he would want to keep the baby, and she's convinced that would be a disaster for both of them. A baby at the Firehouse, a familiar soap twist with a new face. As Sophia struggles through labor and makes the unthinkable decision to give her baby away, another storyline is about to collide with hers in a surprising twist. Remember the recently introduced Javi Hernandez? He's the new face at the Salem Fire Department June, eager and clearly not prepared for what's coming his way. In a move straight out of a gripping summer soap trailer, Javi is the one who finds a newborn left at the Firehouse. Viewers will likely put the pieces together quickly. Sophia's baby didn't just disappear, it was left anonymously, possibly even in disguise, on the Firehouse steps. Javi's shock is palpable. He brings the baby home and soon finds himself in an emotional tug-of-war, not just with his own heart, but with the outspoken and dramatic Leo Stark. The two men try to figure out what to do with this innocent little bundle of mystery, each reacting in their own unique and emotional way. It's unclear yet whether Javi knows who the mother is, but given his new job and Sophia's timing, Salem residents are already beginning to whisper. And when secrets like this begin to spread, it's only a matter of time before everything blows up. Maggie, Holly, and Sarah, generations of women facing the past and the future. While Sophia's story may be the day's most dramatic, other characters are also going through their own deeply emotional journeys. Over at the Horton mansion, Maggie Horton Kiriakis continues to be the warm, stabilizing presence fans have adored for decades. Her wisdom, compassion, and patience are once again needed this time by her granddaughter Holly and her daughter Sarah. Holly and Maggie share a tender moment together, giving fans a breath of gentleness amid the chaos. But it's more than just a chat. Something happens that stirs Holly's curiosity. Later, when she checks her phone, she makes her discover something that could hint at a whole new storyline. Could it involve her late mother Nicole's past? Or is it something connected to Tate, even the baby that's just entered Salem under mysterious circumstances? Meanwhile, Sarah Horton is struggling deeply. Xander Cook, her complicated ex and the father of her child, has made an unexpected request. He wants to see Victoria. Naturally, this stirs up all kinds of emotions for Sarah Hannah. Heartbreak, confusion. She turns to her mother Maggie for guidance, hoping to find some clarity in the emotional storm Xander has once again brought into her life. But Sarah isn't just hurt, she's also wary. Can she trust Xander again? Or is this just another chapter in their rollercoaster history? Steve's news, a mysterious update that could change everything. As all these emotional storylines unfold, another long-running favourite, Steve Patch Johnson, as news. He brings an update about Julie Williams, but it's what he's not saying that has viewers buzzing. Could this update be tied to the legendary Beau and Hope Brady, or is it connected to the Horton family heirloom, the infamous necklace that's been at the centre of secrets and lies for generations? Whatever the case, when Steve delivers news, it's rarely small and it's never without consequences. What's next for Sophia and her baby? The most pressing question left after this episode is, what now? Sophia has given birth and seemingly left her child in the hands of strangers. But how long can a secret like that stay hidden in Salem? If Tate finds out the truth, Will he forgive her? Will he fight for custody? Will the adoptive process even go through if the truth is revealed too early? And what about the baby? Will Javi and Leo try to keep the child? Will social services get involved? Could someone else step forward to mean from Salem's tangled family trees to claim the child as their own? Salem never sleeps and neither do the secrets. This July 2nd episode marks a turning point for several major characters, and long-time fans of Days of Our Lives know exactly what that means. More drama, more passion, more heartbreak, and more unexpected twists. Do you think Sophia will regret her decision? Could Maggie end up being involved in the baby's future? Will Javi and Leo raise the baby together as another Salem twist waiting around the corner? Days of Our Lives, love rekindled, secrets concealed, and tensions rising in Salem. Thursday, July 3rd, 2025 episode recap expanded summary for devoted viewers. In the unpredictable world of Salem, love, heartbreak, and secrets often coexistent today is no exception. The drama on Thursday, July 3rd, 2025 was nothing short of riveting, especially for long-time fans who have watched these characters grow, falter, and fight their way through decades of tangled relationships and painful truths. This episode revolved around three central threads: the romantic reunion of Holly and Tate, the deepening rift between Xander and Maggie, and the quietly unraveling crisis surrounding young Sophia that threatens to explode into something far more devastating. Holly and Tate, a sweet reunion with bittersweet undertones. Love is in the air, but for how long? Holly Jonas, daughter of the beloved Nicole Walker, has found her way back into the arms of Tate Black, the son of Brady Black and Teresa Donovan. Their romantic reunion is tender, sweet, and filled with the kind of innocence that makes long-time fans remember what it felt like to fall in love for the first time. After the chaos of Tate's troubled past and Holly's heartbreak over the winter's events, it's a relief to see them smiling again, sharing soft glances and stolen moments of affection. But under that sweetness lies a brewing storm, because while they might be reunited in love, their futures are taking dramatically different paths. Holly has been quietly exploring colleges abroad, with serious interest in universities in Europe, perhaps even the Sorbonne, as Nicole once dreamed for her. Meanwhile, Tate is grounded, literally and emotionally, in Salem. He's applying to local colleges and hoping to build his future close to home. The question looms: have they really thought this through? Have either of them acknowledged that come September, they may be an ocean apart? But that's not even the biggest elephant in the room. Sophia, the silent crisis no one is seeing. While Holly and Tate are busy reigniting their romance, no one seems to be paying close attention to Sophia, their close friend, who's been behaving strangely for weeks. What started as moodiness has turned into something more worrying. Sophia's been wearing oversized clothes, often appearing flustered or tired. Most notably, she's been spotted more than once with what appears to be a pillow or padding under her shirt, and not in a joking manner. The implication is clear to those looking closely. Sophia was pregnant. Even more alarming, it appears she may have already given birth. And yet, she's pretending otherwise. This level of secrecy, especially from someone so young, suggests she is in crisis. She may be hiding her body to avoid questions, to delay the moment when the truth inevitably comes out. It's the kind of behavior that indicates shame, fear, and desperation. Which brings us to another scene. Sophia approaching Melinda Trask, Salem's hardened district attorney. Viewers saw Sophia trembling, trying to build up the courage to speak, finally hinting that she may have done something unthinkable, even abandoning her child undergoing a dangerous procedure alone. Whatever her truth is, she is spiraling, and she needs help fast. Xander and Maggie, a family shaken to its core. Elsewhere in Salem, another relationship was teetering on the edge. Xander Cook and his mother-in-law, Maggie Kiriakis. Their bond has always been complicated, but today's argument pushed things into dangerous territory. The tension between them is thick, almost unbearable. The root cause? Victoria, the daughter Xander shares with Sarah, and of course, Sarah herself, who continues to drift further away from Xander, clearly unable to forgive or forget. Maggie, fiercely loyal to her daughter, is furious especially over the recent incident involving Philip Kiriakis. While Philip himself has claimed that Xander didn't hit him, everyone in town knows better. The bruises, the whispered rumors, and Xander's past speak volumes. And Maggie, she's not buying Philip's story of falling down. She confronts Xander with fierce honesty. "You did it, didn't you?" she says, voice shaking with rage. "I don't care what Philip says. I know what kind of man you are." It's a devastating blow to Xander, who wants for Soha to be seen as more than just a brew, and it's clear that Maggie, once his biggest supporter, may finally be turning her back on him. Sarah and Brady, a quiet moment of support. As the episode winds down, we find Sarah sharing a gentle scene with Brady Black. It's not romantic, but it is comforting. Sarah is emotionally worn down. Her relationship with Xander is disintegrating. The situation with Victoria is complicated, and Maggie's rage only deepens her loneliness. Brady, who's no stranger to heartbreak himself, offers a listening ear. You don't have to pretend with me, he tells her. You don't have to carry it all alone. Their bond is simple, honest, and while nothing romantic sparks sighs, a much needed reminder that even in Salem, where betrayal runs rampant, there is still kindness to be found.
All new Days of Our Lives, only on Peacock.